Hello Eagle fans, welcome to our YouTube page as we go one-on-one with Batman himself, CJ Wilkerson, a senior from Oxford, North Carolina, that is wrapping up his career here at NCCU. And boy, oh boy, CJ, it has been for you a roller coaster ride here at NCCU. I mean, if you could, just bask upon your time here at North Carolina Central.
It's been a pretty good 2 years for myself, you know. Like you said, it's been going through a transition the last 2 years. Last year we played a lot of, non-conference games dealing with some big major, D1s. So that was tough, for us. We took, some tough losses, but at the same time we gained a lot of experience, playing those good teams. And I think that's a lot that, came out to help us this year, with the players that was returning and then with the talent that we was able to get this year, that experience last year definitely helped us, build into, a good season for us, on this year. So that was a good experience.
Before you came here to North Carolina Central and knew you were going to play Division I basketball, what did you envision for yourself? You were going to have 2 years wherever you went. What did you think you were going to do? What did you think? What were your goals? What were your, what were you thinking? What was your mindset?
Coming out of JUCO, I just wanted to come, to the university and just finish out my 2 years strong. I just wanted to go to Division I, have a good, 2 years, be as successful as I could be. And I think I picked the right school just coming in with, Coach Moan. He was, a free guy, just letting me go out and play my game and within his system. I just had a lot of success, and, my goals was to, just come in. I wanted to, play in the NCAA tournament, compete for a conference championship, but I wasn't able to, with the transition going on. But, this year we had the chance to have the first team, have a winning season in Division I history here. So that's definitely a goal that we look forward to going into the year. And just myself, I was able to accomplish so much, and I'm just happy to be able to, say I did so.
You bring up a good point, wanting to go to the NCAA tournament. When you decided to go here, obviously you forewent that going to the NCAA tournament. I mean, that takes a lot of guts and sacrifice, knowing, okay, I'm not going to be able to go to the NCAA tournament, not be in the MEAC tournament, but I can start a foundation here in North Carolina Central. Was that something that entered your mind, or was it just, I'm going to come here, play my hardest, and hopefully, get out of here with a degree and go play pro?
Yeah, to be honest, it was all of that you just stated. Coming in, like I said, I just wanted to pretty much play Division I ball, and play at a school that would allow me to just play my game. And Coach, like I said, he allowed me to come in here, gave me a big role on the team, just went out and played ball. But at the same time, now that I think about it, it was, a great thing for me. On years to come, I can look back and say, I was part of the foundation. I told you plenty of times, I think this program is going to take off and do some big things. And I know with, Ray Willis coming in, Dominique Sutton next year, and more talented coach recruiting, they're about to take off this year and years to come. And when I can look back and say, I was a part of that started something big, that would really be something, for me to be proud of. And I did just want to come in, these last 2 years and play hard, do as most as I could, and go on to have a professional career. And I think right now, with my success here, I should be able to do that, going overseas or whatever it leads to.
Coach Moten always talked about, at least last season and this year, he wanted a Batman to step up, and he didn't want a team full of Robins. And so you've been gracefully named such, Batman, the Dark Knight, whatever. Has there been much conversation with the team about that, or is it just something that just kind of rolled off your back and you just kind of let it go as it was?
Yeah, it ain't been too much of discussion with the team. It's just, I can't remember. I think one day Coach was just telling me, about being a Batman. I need to be someone to step up into a leadership role and just come on and lead these guys. And more so, I'm not too much of a vocal guy, but I tend to lead, through my actions. And it's just something that kind of grew and just went along, And then this year, I think Coach Kev came in and he started calling me Batman after he heard, that was the name they gave me. So it kind of just went throughout the season, just calling me Batman. But just like you said, it's more so just a leadership role for me, just trying to lead the guys. You don't need nobody to sit back and be the Robin, but someone to step up, and lead his team. So, that's just a role that I think I took. Hopefully, I did a good job with it.
I think we could agree with that. And we named Landon Robin and Nick Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
You think Landon would be a good Robin?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Landon, he's definitely has his tendencies and definitely could be, the back man himself. But just him, coming in and accepting the role, just being able to play alongside me, as well as me playing alongside him, it's a big thing to success on our season as well. And Nick, he's an X factor himself with every game that we play. He do so much, the dirty work and just things that you might not even see on the stat sheet each and every night. And just alone, I mean, he gets the rebounds, the points, and all that, but he does little things, hustle plays, setting screens. And those guys, they've been a big key to my success as well, as long as the rest of my teammates. And I'm just thankful to be able to, have had them for teammates and play alongside them.
Chris Hooks here with CJ Wilkerson as we go one-on-one talking about basketball life on and off the court. CJ, you've played a little bit under 60 games here at North Carolina Central. I think in the final game it'll be 59. For you to get over 1,000 points and to be in the top 10, possibly top 5 in school history and points per game, I mean, that's got to be something for you that, to me, it's amazing. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not too big, just a person's accomplishments, dealing, with the accolades and stuff like that. But like you said, just knowing that I was able to score 1,000 points, 57 games it was.
59, yeah.
I mean, when I look at it now, I do kind of think like, wow, like that was a big, feat for me to do. And I'm proud that I was able to do that. It's something that I will look back on from years from now and just be like, I'm glad I was able to accomplish that. And, I mean, it's definitely, I wouldn't sit up here and lie and say it wasn't a goal. Like I did want to score 1,000 points in my career, but just to know that I actually did it, like you said, did it in 57 games, it's pretty amazing to me too. But, I'm just thankful that I was able to, get to that. I'm just happy.
At this point, you've averaged more than Coach Moten in his career. Coach Moten averaged 16.6. You're at 17.7, 17.6.
Oh, man, I didn't know that, so hopefully I can keep it up and finish my career, higher than him. So when I come back, I can have something to brag about, Every time I see him, I can just say, something to go along at 41 points. Because I think he said his highs was 37. So, if I can come back and, if I can keep that up, I come back, I can have a little something to brag about, every time I see him and speak with him.
Well, you bring up the 41-point ball game against A&T. I mean, that to me is probably one of the more magical performances I think I've ever seen in my time here in North Carolina Central and in my time even doing radio. I mean, that was a well of a ball game from you. I mean, what was going through your mind that night?
Well, it was just a big game. Like I said, I don't know if you remember, but I think I talked with you about it before. Some more of my teammates, just coming out of junior college, I was able to go, watch Winston-Salem play North Carolina A&T, and I just seen, how crazy that game was, the rivalry between them two, just the crowd, and how much it meant to those two teams, and their alumni and all that. And I just knew, when I came to Central, it'd be the same, the rivalry, the alumni, how much the game meant. So, before the game, I just try to, be focused as much as possible. I treat it as just another game, but at the same time, I knew it was at stake. Like I said, it's a big rivalry. Everybody wants to win that game. So I was just focused in the locker room, getting ready to play. We was able to come out, knock down some big shots. Like, I think everyone played pretty good that game. I was able to, find myself, get a groove in the game, pick and choose my spots. And coach just, once again, he just let me play ball, left it in my hands, and me and my teammates was able to be very successful that night, and I just came out with 41 points, I guess.
Coming into your final season here at NCCU, CJ, goals for the team, And did you feel like that you guys were going to have the year you had to this point?
Like coming into the year, we definitely wanted to have a winning season. Our goal was, to try to get the 20 wins and just go from there. We was coming out to play each and every game hard. We wanted to upset, a non-conference team, one of the big schools. I think, Oklahoma was the game that we definitely felt we should have had, but it slipped out of our hands. But we definitely wanted to try to knock off one of those big teams and, like you said, have a winning season, get 20 wins. I think you try to set your goals high sometimes, so even if you fall short, maybe it still be, somewhat a success. And just for us to be able to, hopefully we get this win next game, and I think we should and we will. And that will leave us with a winning season, and just to have that is a big, team goal that we definitely came up with at the beginning of the season. And if we can get that, that would be something else. I just, at the end of the day, I can say I was proud, accomplish as well.
What is it about this team this year that the camaraderie, the friendship, the chemistry, the hunger that everybody has? I mean, it's amazing to watch practice with you guys, how competitive and how hard you guys get after it.
Well, yeah, I guess you got to get that credit to coach, when it comes to practice. He's going to be hard on us. He's going to make us go hard in anything we do, every drill. Anytime we go on, whether it's 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or if we in 5-on-5 scrimmages, coach going to make us go hard regardless. And every drill we do is shooting. Like, everything we do is a competition. We competing. And I think that's the thing that help us, be successful, because at the end of the day, when you get in the game in those same tough situations, you just got to, compete. You just got to grind it out. And I think every day in practice, he just, he comes up with a practice plan and makes us get after it. And as far as off the court, it's, I don't know what it is, but it's just something that we just love to hang around each other. We laugh and joke so much, with each other, and it's just something that just continues going. I think we had so much good times together. It's kind of hard for us to want to leave each other. It's just whether we going to the caf or when we leaving the cab, going to our rooms, we always asking each other, what are we about to do? What you about to do? We just want to hang around each other. It's just, we just have a good time being around each other. And I think that's something that, is real helpful when you on the court, and off the court, just having that, kind of like a family feel to yourself and your teammates. So that's definitely something that, grows upon us, and definitely it helps us in, being successful on the court.
Off the court, sociology major, what do you want to do with your life after basketball?
Well, I was just telling, what's his name, Mike?
Mr. Potter?
Yeah, Mr. Potter. That actually, I am a sociology major, but I do tend to come back, eventually go to grad school, and I want to, get a bachelor's in sports marketing or sports management, because at the end of the day, I do want to stay involved in sports somehow. So after you say I'm done, hopefully I can go on, have a successful professional career. But at the end of the day, I do want to come back, and get in one of those fields as well, and hopefully, stay involved in sports behind the scenes, some business-like stuff.
So you do want to play professional basketball? Oh
yeah, definitely. I would love to try to stay over here, in the States, but if I have to go across seas, I'm definitely looking forward to that too. Is get to play ball, continue to do something that I love and get paid for. And that's well, and just to be able to have the chance to do that is a blessing.
When you look back at your time at North Carolina Central, what game, what moment off the court will come to mind the most?
You said what game?
A game could be it could be a game or off the court, just a moment with your friends, anything.
It was just every day as far as off the court, dealing, like I said, with my teammates and just the people, even, you, Chris, and Kyle, and everybody, just being around y'all. It's just been, I can say it's been more, a family base. Just, I'm gonna miss these good times that I had these past 2 years. And, just dealing, like I said, dealing with my teammates, just going out, hanging out all the time. That's definitely something that I'm gonna miss. And as far as on the court, like I know we just talked about, the A&T game, but that would be the most memorable game that I'll always remember. Not just because, I scored 41 points, but just because, the rivalry of the game and how much it meant to our schools, and just be able to, you know, play in that type of game. You know, it was just crazy. You know, like those are gonna be some memories that I always keep, you know, for years to come.
Final question I ask every student athlete that we interview in this setting: what can you tell people that are watching this video that may not have ever come to North Carolina Central, but maybe thinking about it? What can you tell them about North Carolina Central and why it's such a special place?
Just like I said, I don't know if people understand, you know, how much family based it is. Just like just along the basketball team, like we really love each other genuinely, like, and just to be a part of that is something you should feel special about. Like I said, I'm gonna leave here, you know, great memories. You know, like you said, not even just basketball. Like basketball comes and goes, but the friendships you make, you know, it's just something that you gotta really think about. And just to be able to come to a school like this and make friends, you know, with people that you will remember for a lifetime and hopefully stay connected with, you know, it's just got to be something at the end of the day when you decide you're gonna go to a school. You know, it got to be something that you really look into, like the people that surround you, you know, how much they're willing to do for you and care about you. And coming into Central, I thought, you know, these people would really care for me, you know, and it hasn't, it's lived up to the truth that I had really thought about. So if someone wanted to come to, you know, North Carolina Central University, I'd definitely be behind them with that decision, because, you know, you're going to be around people that's going to treat you as if you was family. You know, it's something that I look forward, you know, to anything I do. And like I said, I think I was able to choose the right school.
Well, CJ, I'm certainly glad you chose North Carolina Central as your destination from Clinton Junior College, and it's been a pleasure for me to get to know you, and hopefully Eagle fans have had that same pleasure as well. We thank you for your time. Wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
I appreciate everything, Chris.
That is the Oxford Sensation, CJ Wilkerson. You can call him Batman, you can call him the Oxford Sensation, whatever you want. He's had a great career here at North Carolina Central. We thank him for his time as we go one-on-one here on the NCCU Sports Network. So long, everybody.